Hello, family. Today I would like to spend a few minutes talking to my grandchildren and great-grandchildren regarding a subject that is very dear to me. I want to express some of the sentiments about the individuals you call mom and dad or aunt and uncle. Yes, my children. No other people have brought more joy and satisfaction to me except for my lovely Mary Dorcas. Mary and I have 6 children. Our last child was a baby girl who was stillborn at 9 months, of which I'm sure Mary is with her right now. The other 5 were born into a loving home, healthy and strong. Susan is my oldest child. I can't express adequately enough my gratitude to this valiant woman for her service to our family and me. To some, it may seem that she has a rough exterior, but nothing could be further from the truth. Her heart is so big and her capacity to love so vast that it rivals the warm winds and calming waves of the blue Pacific. Susan is the poster child for one whose heart was softened by our Savior's grace and mercy, and softened it remains. I marvel at her organization skills, her work ethic, her steadfastness in doing good, and her willingness to serve so many others. Susan knows how to get things done. What an amazing woman she is. Richard is my second child and oldest son. We know him to be full of life and goodwill. I've noticed throughout the years his uncanny gift of making good choices. I think it comes from being an entrepreneur and a risk taker. But needless to say, his sphere of influence is not bound by any limits. I will always remain grateful for his impact upon my 2 younger sons while they were growing up. I think one of his attributes he got from me, whether good or bad, is that he speaks his mind. He's bold, courageous, and sometimes outrageous. Being shy and reserved is not part of his nature. But what is part of his character is that he's generous to a fault. Mix that with kindness and compassion, you get the ingredients of a righteous man. Of that he truly is. Wade, on the other hand, is unpredictable and random. He's my 3rd child. Possessing abundance of energy, he enjoys all that life offers. He can be outspoken or just sit back and enjoy the silence. At any rate, Wade can make these arbitrary comments that sometimes leaves you shaking your head. I've noticed over the years that his life is dictated by passions and desires that are never quite quenched. He's always looking for the next adventure. Wade also loves being on the move, but not as much as he loves the family. He has been instrumental in keeping us all together. He too strives to live a life that best represents the values we cherish. For 2 months of every year, Wade and Brett are the same age, just 10 months apart. Brett has been a beacon of light since his birth. He is one that I could follow, that I have followed, and will continue to do so. He is a kind and caring man, rock solid in living good core values. Brett has a good mind, a tender heart, and calloused hands. His feet are planted firmly on gospel sod. I love his soft tone, his mild mannerisms, and his slow-to-anger temperament. Brett always has a kind word for everyone. Brett's second name is Laconius, after a great Nephite leader. The people that followed him prospered and were blessed. Therein lies a lesson for each of us. No one tells a story quite like Jill, my youngest child. She is, and always has been, a source of entertainment at our family gatherings. However, around a campfire or family dinner is where her magic really shines. Everyone else battles for second fiddle around her. Jill has a very easygoing and absolutely delightful personality. Everyone finds joy when they are around her. And why wouldn't they? She's fun and interesting. Jill is also well read and loves to share her passion of books and the stories in them. I admire her deep understanding and commitment that she has about family roots and the lessons that can be learned. She puts a smile on my face every time I'm near her. So there you have it, grandchildren and great-grandchildren. The people that matter most will always be family. They are my children, and they love you as much as I love them.